Hi. So today's topic is going to be the order of operations. So the order of operations was started by a group of mathematicians long time ago that decided that they needed to have a standardized way of doing certain math problems, because sometimes you do a math problem a certain way and then not follow the steps and you both get to a different answer. So they needed to find a universal way on how to do this so that anyone in the world would still get the right answer just by following these order of operations. So we're going to start off with the first one. P stands for parentheses. So we're basically going to do anything and simplify anything in parentheses or brackets first. That's the very first thing that we're going to do. The second thing that we're going to do is exponents. We're going to simplify all exponents. Anything that has that little power symbol, we're going to go ahead and do that after we're done doing that parentheses. Our third step is multiplication and division. We're going to simplify multiplying problems or division problems going from left to right. And finally, addition and subtraction. We're going to simplify addition or subtraction problems going also from left to right. So let's go ahead and try a couple of examples. So let's start off with this one. So here we see 5 to the second power, 5 squared, subtracting by, in quantity, -2 plus 3. So according to our steps, and here's our nice flowchart that we saw from the very beginning. So here we have parentheses. We're going to go ahead and look and see if our problem here has parentheses. And we have parentheses. So we're going to go ahead and do that first. Now, going back to what we learned before, -2 plus 3, it's an addition question, integer addition question. So we're going to go ahead and look at the two numbers, and here we have -2 plus 3. One's a negative, one's a positive. So according to what we learned before, we're actually going to subtract them. 3 minus 2, and then that's going to give us 1. And because the 3 is the larger value, we're going to keep it as a positive number. So now we're going to just go ahead and bring down the rest. 5 to the second power minus 1. Our next step here, once we're done here, because our parentheses are done, we're going to move on to the exponents. Now again, our new problem here, after we've done the parentheses, is 5 to the second power minus 1. So we're done with parentheses, there's nothing left here. Let's move on to the exponents. Let's go ahead and check to see if there's any exponents, and we have exponents right there. So we're now going to go ahead and do this. 5 to the second power means 5 times 5. Not 5 times 2, but 5 times 5. So 5 times 5 gives you 25. And again, we're going to go ahead and rewrite this, minus 1. So now we've done parentheses, we've done exponents. We're going to go into multiplication and division. Now here I just have a very simple 25 minus 1. I don't have any multiplication or division, so we're not going to do that step. We're just going to move on to the next step, which is addition and subtraction. Looking to see if we have any addition or subtraction, and we do have subtraction. So our final step here is to take 25 minus 1, and that is going to give us 24. Let's go ahead and do the next one. Alright, once again, we're going to go ahead and jump into parentheses or brackets. And according to this, we do have one pair of parentheses, so we're going to do that first. So here's 10 plus 4, and that gives us 14. We're going to go ahead and rewrite everything else down. Because we haven't done the other types of operations yet, because we're only on the first step. So parentheses, we finished that. Now next, let's move on to exponents. None here, here, we have it right here. So let's go ahead and move that. So here's 4 to the second power, which again means 4 times 4, not 4 times 2, 4 times 4. So that gives us 16 right here. Again, rewrite everything as you see. Just bring everything else down. Our next step here is we are going to go ahead and we're done with the parentheses, done with the exponents. Let's look for any multiplication or division, and notice right here there's no multiplication or division, so we can go ahead and skip that step and go directly into addition and subtraction. So here we have 14 minus 6 and plus 16. So we actually have both addition and subtraction. The main step here is to do things going left to right. So it doesn't matter if you have subtraction first or addition first, it's going left to right. So we're going to go ahead and do this step first. So here is 14 minus 6, and that gives us 8. And again, we're doing subtraction first because it's going left to right, following the last step of our order of operations. And then bring down. And now again, we're just taking steps by steps, order of operations on this. So now we have 8 plus 16, which is our final step. 8 plus 16 will give us 24. Alright, let's go ahead and try a much harder one that incorporates practically everything. Alright, this one seems kind of daunting, but we should be able to do it. Alright, first things first, parentheses. Do we have them? Yes. We also have that new symbol that we call brackets. And notice that within the brackets we have parentheses, a number outside of the parentheses, but still within the brackets. And we also have parentheses right here. So let's go ahead and start off with our first parentheses. And again, you can also think of it as going left to right, so let's just go with the first one. So within this, we actually have some order of operations within. So here, we're going to follow the same thing. Within this parentheses, we're going to go and do the parentheses first, but within this, you also have the same type of things that you need to worry about. So here, we're going to do exponents first. So let's go and rewrite this. So here, I'm going to have 9 minus 7 in brackets. And again, there's my 6 minus 9 in brackets, and then everything else becomes the same because you haven't really done that type of operation yet. Alright, let's go ahead and get on to our next step. And again, we're still on the parentheses space because we're still trying to get rid of this one. So let's move on with the next one. So here, within our brackets, 9 minus 7, that's going to give us 2. Within brackets, 6 minus 2, bring down everything else, 13 plus 8 divided by negative 2 times negative 1 to the second power. I know, lots of steps. But as long as we're following this, we're always going to get the right answer every single time. So with the next color. Now again, we're still working on this bracket right here. So now we have 6 minus 2, so it's 9 minus 7, and that's how I got the 2 right here. So 6 minus 2 is just going to give us 4. And again, I'm just going to just put this in brackets. 13 minus 4 plus 8 divided by negative 2 times negative 1 to the second power. Kind of getting better. A little shorter now. Alright, move on to the next color. So here we have 13 minus 4 plus 8 divided by, in parentheses, negative 2 times negative 1 to the second power. Again, we have to finish up all of your parentheses. Notice that I still have a bracket around the 4, but you really don't have anything that you need to do with number 4, so let's move on to this parentheses. Negative 2 times negative 1, and we learned multiplication and division of integers, which means a negative times a negative is going to give us a positive. So let's move on with that one. And that is going to give me positive 2. And notice that I'm done with this, but I still have to keep what is there. Here's my division symbol. Here's my 8. Here's my plus. Here's my 4. Here's my 13. And my minus sign. So that's that right there. So notice that your large problem is now being condensed smaller and smaller. Okay? So we've done our parentheses. We've practically gotten rid of most of it. Now we're going to go into our exponents. None here. We have one right here, so we're going to go ahead and do that first. So here's 2 to the second power. 2 to the second power again means 2 times 2. So exponents right here, second step. So that is equal to 4. Here's my division symbol right there. 8 plus 4, 13 minus 4 plus 8 divided by 4. So let's go ahead and go back again. We're done parentheses. We've done the exponents. Now we're heading into our third step, which is multiplication and division. So here's 13 minus 4 plus 8. We do have a division, so that's the next step that we're going to work on. So here is 8 divided by 4. That's going to give us 2. Since the 8 and the 4 gave us the 2, we're not going to rewrite that again. So now we have 13 minus 4. Here's your plus sign, plus 2. Okay, our next step. Finished, finished, finished. All we have left is addition and subtraction. And again, you're going left to right. So we're again going to take the first one that we have here, which is 13 minus 4, and that's going to give us 9. Bring down the plus 2, because 13 and 4 gave us the 9. We're not going to rewrite that 4 again. And then finally, 9 plus 2 is going to give us 11.